I wonder if there's anyone that can help me on this by simply sharing this from Facebook. I'm going to put it up there to the Mandalay uh, Hotel in Las Vegas about the shooting. If you can help me get it up to them. uh, I pretty sure they will recognize Mr. Flint, and he was shot. And I've told all this in Lawrenceville, Georgia, it was a program shooting. And this is where he endorsed me in 84 of April, Hustler, after he helped me in a campaign in 83 to replace U.S. Congressman Larry McDonald, who I had written about in a medical malpractice book when Mr. Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I lived in Marietta. So there's a lot behind the mind control murders. First of all, the person's programmed. They're innocent. They're victims themselves. And they don't even know they're going to commit the crime. And also, it's like instant messaging, encrypt. You decode it. But anyway, Mr. Flynn, I haven't heard from him. He furnished me a car for a year, back 83 to 84. And I do know that all my donations to my campaign came from the Vegas casinos. And I didn't know any of them, so, but this is on record. You have to file it. I am going to put this. I can't get an attorney. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 41 at age 2. I can't get an attorney. Elizabeth is illegal. And my father, part of the reason they won't tell this is my father's Edward VIII. He never married Wallace Warfield Simpson. He was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, sister to artist Georgia O'Keefe from Madison, Wisconsin. They were always married. She was queen in 1936 when they took him down, a plot to take him down simply because he wouldn't go along with the mafia, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and Bilderbergers. Wouldn't follow their orders. So they took him down with Sir Winston Churchill, Roosevelt. JFK was in on my kidnapping. And for God's sake, when I worked for Fred Simpson, there's the name Simpson, Wallace Simpson. This is my dad here. This is a imposter with that American Spy. This is me when they brought me to Moulton, Alabama in 41. This is 43 here when it was made. This is my dad, an honorable man. And I'll be darned if I want to die before his name is cleared. And he was married to my mom. So Elizabeth lived a life of opulence. And she's I can't find words for her. She's lived off of my money in hell and that of the Brits. And she darn well was there when I was kidnapped in Buckingham Palace in 1941. So she knows about my mom. She knows about my dad. She knows about it all. And she's remained silent. But she's got a bouquet there and clothes that cost a bloody fortune. The fact that she's remained silent. I want to put this up because the Mandalay, the shooting there can really, if they ever put it up and you're forced to watch it, it pretty much can prove it there, along with some other murders, that it's mind control. Programming is invisible, so it's hard to prove. And I had a letter from the FBI in June the 23rd, which is my dad's birthday of 79, ongoing investigation, national security involved. So I was writing about mind control murders and all that in 78 when Mr. Flint was shot. I wanted to put this up because I can't get an attorney. Goes so high up, and Americans don't really care to hear it all told, especially what they did to the Brits, my people, my mom and dad, and my children right here in plain sight. It's still going on. So I wanted to put this up. This is the double, or one of them, that married Wallace in 1937 when my Uncle George, Elizabeth's father, became the illegal monarch and helped take down his own brother. They're war criminals. Now then, here's Diana, and people will be offended. I hope they get to see what was done to me. I'm the real monarch the day I was born. My father had an addendum and it's legal. And the moment I was born in 39, I was Victoria, the second heir to the British Crown. And my father would have come back as well, looking after my interests and making my decisions. So I wanted to put this up, though, because this is Diana. She knew about my kidnapping. They all have, and they've remained quiet and lived an opulent life off of it. And Henry Kissinger had me laid out at one point in about, it's on the Watergate tapes, and I want to go back to this. Fred Simpson was the DA when I worked there, as in Wallace Simpson. Let me link that back. And I lived at Warren House Apartments. Warren House was a clue to the Warren Commission cover-up of the Kennedy. He kidnapped me, and then it would have exposed it had they not covered up why he was shot. So anyway, I wanted to get this to the owner of Mandalay there in Vegas, and at least have them look it over and see if they want to look at the rest of my videos that I put up. And I think they'll be convinced I know what I'm talking about. So if there's anybody there that can help, just simply share it to them.